This is my high school certificate.
I just graduated this year from high school on the 5th of December 2024.
As I'm moving on to college, I would just like to leave some tips for anyone who's gonna be doing high school. Oh, hey there! Tip number 1. Reading and annotating your textbook. This tip is for you to take responsibility of. If you have a textbook to study for the subject, you are to read the textbook and annotate on the textbook, highlight the textbook, make side notes on the textbook, and use the textbook because that is the first resource that you have to learn the subject. So make use of your textbook by reading the textbook, annotating it, making notes before a lesson begins. So once you read, you'll be able to understand first, and then if there's areas where you don't understand, then the teacher is going to fill in the gap for you. So you have to take responsibility first by reading your textbook and other resources that have been provided for you to understand the concepts first. Tip number 2.
Rewriting concepts in your own words.
This means that once you have learned something from your textbook or from your teacher, when you get back home or during your study time, you must try to paraphrase what you have learned, the ideas, and write it out in your own words using a flashcard or in a notebook that you have, so that you are able to really understand and grasp the concept that you have learned, so that you are able to rewrite it in your own words. So if a test appears and a question is asked, you are able to reword your answer but still get the main idea onto your test paper. So it is important that you understand what you have learned by rewriting the concept in your own words. When you write it, it is also a way of remembering and it stores in your long-term memory. So make sure to use this tip because it is very helpful to be one of the top high school students in 2025. Yes, let's move on. Tip number 3. Teaching someone else. There's a saying that goes, the best way of learning is to teach. When you teach someone else what you know, this knowledge will be reinforced and it will be stored in your long-term memory and you will not forget it up to 5 or 6 months and it will still be in your head. So what you have to do in 2025, if you want to understand better something, teach it to someone else. It can be your best friend, your family member, or anyone else that you feel comfortable with. That is the third tip to be the top high school student in 2025.
Bro, what are you doing right now? We need you to join us for some drinks this afternoon.
I'm sorry, I gotta go. I'm doing a video right now. Tip number 4. Work with smart people. In our class, we all have our smart friends and less smart friends. What you have to do in 2025 is to work with smart people and work with smart students. If you work with 2 smart students, you will be the third. If you work with 2 lazy students, you will be the third. So, in 2025, if you want to be at the top, find students or friends around you that are better or have a fair idea in the subjects you're learning and study with them so that they will help you and you will help them in areas that they need. In that way, you will be able to learn from them and progress and succeed in the subjects that you are taking and be the top high school student. My eye is messed up. Give me tip number 5.
Setting goals.
It is very important to determine your destination before you begin a journey. Setting a goal gives you a direction of what you want to achieve at the end. Use the acronym SMART to set your goal. S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for realistic, and T for time-bound. So use the SMART goals to make your long-term and short-term goals. Your short-term goals could be weekly goals, and the long-term goals could be what you're gonna achieve at the end of your final year of high school. So Setting goals is very important because it will give you a direction of how you're gonna do things, and also write down the specific steps on how you're going to achieve those goals, so that you don't just have a plan, but you have a way on how you're going to achieve those plans or goals that you have.
Do you know I wear glasses? Anyways, give me tip number 6. Study when your mind is most focused.
Everyone knows when they are most focused. Probably it could be early in the morning, in the evening, or at night. So whenever you feel that you are more focused, use the time to study. Some people study early in the morning, some study at different hours of the day. So study when you feel, or when you are more focused, you will better absorb the knowledge or what you're studying and the concepts or ideas that you're learning in school. So study when your mind is most focused.
You have to complete the video. Oh yeah, what tip is this? Tip number 7.
Using the library. If your school has a library provided, make full use of the library. Look for books and other resources apart from your textbook, and read, photocopy if you have a photocopier in your library, and use those resources to get ahead of your classmates. You can also look for math resources such as questions in exercise books for math. Photocopy those questions and solve them, and later go back and check the answers. In that way, you are solving more questions for math, and it will help you for math, as well as other subjects. If you cannot find something, go to the library and search in those books for different subjects: physics, biology, economics, business studies, anything. Go to the library. It's very useful and it's worth it.
Gemini, define taxation.
Taxation is basically how governments make money. They set taxes on things like income, sales, and property, and that money helps pay for things like roads.
Tip number 8. Utilizing artificial intelligence. AI is here to stay. How we use it matters. You can use artificial intelligence to help you get ahead in class. By learning with AI, you can ask it questions and it will give you immediate responses that will help you to get ahead. Once you get these responses, try to understand what it is saying first. Always try to understand what AI's response is to you. You can ask a lot of questions or help other AI tools to summarize your notes, create questions, etc. So utilizing AI for your success is paramount in today's generation. Work with music if you are able to. This tip is for those who are able to work with music, such as calm music or relaxing music. You could use Spotify, YouTube Music, and all sorts of streaming platforms to listen to relaxing music to help you concentrate on your studies. But if you want to work in a quiet environment, or if you prefer to work in a quiet environment, this tip may not be valid for you. But if you were comfortable with music, do so. Put it in your studies and it will help you to concentrate and absorb the information quickly and store it in your memory for long term. Tip number 10 to be the top high school student in 2025. Surround yourself with positive things. I couldn't say this any better. If you want to bring positive energy to yourself, surround yourself with positive things. Block away all negativity. Surround yourself with good friends who give you positive energy. Involve yourself with positive activities such as working out, taking care of your health, and all the good things such as self-care, meditation, worship, and all sorts of good things. Boost your mental health and give you a positive outlook with everything, and give you a good perspective to take on challenges and move on. And in that way, if you surround yourself with positive things, positive people, positive activities, you will achieve anything that you put your mind to, because nothing is going to disturb you, because you are always positive and you can get through any challenges that come your way. So this new year 2025, make sure to surround yourself with positive energy so that you can be able to be the top high school student in 2025. Thank you for watching this video. This is Crocodile Boy, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.